Happy Sunday. We are waking up to a mixture of sun and clouds today, but overall, it's going to be a warm and humid day. So keep it here. We'll have a full breakdown of that forecast up next.
This morning on DC News Now, a violent holiday weekend across the district, including one toddler shot. We have the latest on police investigations. The big beautiful bill signed into law, what you need to know about its impacts here in the DMV. And Beyonce is returning to the stage in DC. For a second time, we're going to help you prepare for tomorrow's big show.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good Sunday morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us on DC News Now. I'm Haley Mylon. Let's take a live look outside. Just in case you didn't get away this weekend, here are our friends in Ocean City, what they are looking at this morning. Oh my goodness, it is beautiful. I'm trying to see what that is in the water. It's an umbrella. It's an umbrella on the beach. I was thinking, is there a large boulder that's washing ashore? But oh my gosh, the water looks pretty flat and calm and beautiful.
Eastern Shore looks great, but they do have a moderate risk for rip currents today.
That is so important to know.
So
shoot a text to your friends at the beach to be careful.
Or if you're going to the beach, be mindful of that.
You can make it today. You can make it for some beach time if you leave soon.
Yeah.
But here in the DMV, if we're sticking around, it's still going to be nice.
Yeah, not going to be bad at all. It's still going to be hot, still going to be humid. We'll notice an increase in our clouds, and for the most part, most of the day does look to stay dry. So here's a look at satellite and radar, kind of showing you what's been happening this morning. High pressure moved offshore. That's what kept us quiet and sunny yesterday. Again, we'll start to see a few clouds later on this afternoon into the early evening hours, but we are going to be keeping a close eye out on Tropical Storm Chantel. It made landfall overnight there in South Carolina. This is going to continue to push northward into our region as we head within the next 48 hours. Today we'll start to see a few clouds because of this storm, and we could also see a few showers make their way across the southern half of our viewing area. So we're talking about Spotsylvania County, Madison, as well as Orange. Temperature wise, not looking too bad. We're tracking 60s to lower 70s. 72 expected to be the high or is the current temperature in DC. Lower 70s as you head over there to Hagerstown. So keep it here. We'll talk more about the timing of those showers, especially in our southern counties, Haley, coming up in just a bit.
Brittany, thank you. Breaking news out of the district this morning. DC police investigating multiple shootings after a violent night across our city. They say that 2 separate shootings happened in Northeast DC. One person shot near Banks Place, another shot near T Street. Police also say another shooting happened on M Street Southwest. No word on the conditions of those victims at this hour. If you know anything, contact police. And this comes as a wave of violence breaking out over the holiday weekend. 6 people shot overnight on Saturday, including a 3-year-old. We now know one woman was also killed. Dave Laval was at the scene of one of those shootings. He has the latest and breaks it all down for us.
Prince George's County Police responded to the villages of Morgan Metro around 3:30 Saturday afternoon. They found the body of the unidentified woman inside this second-floor apartment behind me. Investigators say the victim had been shot to death. There's no word what triggered the attack or if police have a suspect in custody. The shooting capped off a violent Saturday around the DMV. Among the tragic circumstances overnight, D.C. police found a 3-year-old girl shot around 3 a.m. on 14th Street Southeast near the corner of L Street in the Capitol Hill neighborhood. Police said a bullet struck the child in the upper chest while she sat in a car with relatives. The last update had her hospitalized in critical condition. Neighbors are shocked by the latest violence.
This neighborhood's usually pretty quiet. I mean, stuff happens every once in a while, but it just sucks. It's really a tragedy.
Police are offering a reward of up to $10,000 for information leading to the arrest and conviction of the person who shot the child. Also overnight, D.C. police found a woman not breathing after someone shot her along a section of Benning Road Northeast around 1 a.m. Police said she died at the hospital. They're still looking for the gunman. Back here again as a woman is dead after someone shot her inside this apartment building. In Hyattsville, Maryland, Dave Laval, DC News Now.
All right, Dave, thank you for that reporting. DC police say 18 people were arrested Friday night, most of them under 18 years old, charges largely for fireworks-related issues. Officers say they arrested 16 juveniles and 2 adults for offenses on 1st and M Street in Navy Yard. 15 were charged for using illegal fireworks, 1 charged for carrying a pistol without a license, another person arrested for simple assault, and another for public consumption of marijuana. They also say they recovered plenty of illegal fireworks, including 151 Roman candles and dozens of other firework items. A devastating head-on crash killed 2 people on I-270 early on Saturday morning. The Maryland State Police say 25-year-old Ashley Salazar was going the wrong way on 270 near Germantown Road, heading south in the northbound lanes when she hit a sedan just before 3 a.m. Behind the wheel of that sedan, 33-year-old Jeremy De La Torre. Police say he was killed, so was Salazar. No word yet why she was traveling in the wrong direction. Delays continuing on the Red Line this morning after someone was hit by a train at the Brooklyn Metro station. The crash happening last night. Metro says the crash caused several single tracking between Rhode Island Avenue and Fort Totten and paused train service at the Brooklyn station. We're working to learn the latest on that person's condition and how they got onto the tracks there. DC Fire says they rescued a person from the Potomac River late last night. This was near the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Northwest. Crews say witnesses say a person entered the river and didn't resurface. They were taken to the hospital in critical condition. We'll bring you updates throughout the morning. And also on the river, 5 people brought to the banks of the Potomac River after their boat overturned near the Washington Monument. It's an area where a lot of people watch the fireworks, and it happened Friday night just after the fireworks show wrapped up. DC Fire says 1 man was sent to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Emergency crews are looking into what caused the boat to capsize. Construction on the Metro Blue Line is underway, and because of that, the Franconia, Springfield, and Van Dorn Street stations will be closed until July 26th. There will be free parking at those stations, and shuttle buses will be running. Metro also says to expect construction along the southern end of the Green Line in August. Happening now in the district, the Smithsonian Folklife Festival. It's a free event taking place on the National Mall. The festival is the largest annual cultural event in the district and is meant to show the heritage of different groups. It includes musical performances, cooking demonstrations, storytelling, and more. The festival will end tomorrow. In Maryland, the city of Laurel continuing the Independence Day celebration, holding a parade and field events yesterday. And last night, the city hosted its fireworks show at the Granville Gud Park. To the hardwood now, the Washington Wizards trading for a hometown kid, Odenton native. Cam Whitmore is now a part of the team. The Wizards making the trade with the Houston Rockets, giving up 2 second-round picks. Whitmore turns just 21 years old on Tuesday and is going into his 3rd year in the league. He didn't get much playing time with the Rockets, but he's expected to have a much bigger role with the Wizards. And the Washington Capitals held their development and prospect camp this past week. The final day taking place yesterday. Our sports reporter Alex Flum checks in with the Caps on their offseason.
As the Capitals are wrapping up their prospect development camp, they're getting a good look at some of these young players. They're also looking at their current roster. General Manager Chris Patrick speaking to the media today, saying that this team is in a good spot.
I think we did a lot of our free agency work in the season, re-signing guys like Chikrin, Dowd, and Logan, and Chucky, and bringing Bo back, I think, is huge for our group.
And Saturday morning, the Capitals announcing the signing of rookie forward Lyndon Lakovich to a 3-year entry-level contract. Lakovich was the Capitals' first-round pick, 27th overall. The 18-year-old comes to the Capitals from the Moose Jaw Warriors of the Western Hockey League. Lakovic is expected to be loaned to the WHL team again this season. His NHL contract will carry an annual value of $975,000. His AHL value will be $85,000. Lakovic tells us he's excited for the opportunity.
It's going to take a lot of work, and I know what I have to do to get there. It's not going to be given by any means, but I'm just really looking forward to getting together with the development staff. They're going to do the best they can to help me reach my potential and crack the roster and be effective in the NHL someday.
Now, we are still a ways away from the next Capitals season. Of course, as the offseason goes on, we'll keep track of the moves the team makes. But as for some more important information about Caps development camp, a few of the guys made it out to the Beyonce concert last night. The rest of the team celebrated the 4th of July. Some of the guys said the Ubers and tickets were a little expensive to get over there. But for now, reporting at MedStar Capitals Iceplex, Alex Flum, DC News Now.
Appreciate that look at the Caps during the off season. Brittany, I love to see them having some fun in their downtime.
Yeah.
And they can have a little more fun today if they're sticking around the district.
Yeah, today
nice.
It's going to be hot and it's going to be humid. We're going to be dealing with a mixture of sun and clouds. And it looks like an isolated shower could be possible later on tonight, but it really will be isolated in nature. Not everyone's going to be seeing them. So if you are about to take your run for this morning, your running forecast, expect to see those hot and humid conditions, especially as we head into the morning. Temperatures by about 8 o'clock expected to be in the 70s.